I am unemployed, so I count the states. I lie in his bed, in his apartment, in his city, while he goes to work, and I tried to name all the states that I had to fly over in order to get here. It's one way to deal with my depression. I'm 18 and 10 months, 18 and 3,000 miles from home. He's 9 years older, 27. I met him online, of course. He's a virtual poet, and I memorized every word. He was a way out of the neglected chapel where I was trapped with my parents. My father works tirelessly, and so I would be alone with my mother. Her only protest to America was her refusal to learn English, whereas my father took to the language the way he took to everything. He could sell ice to the Eskimos. He could sell religion, too. He sold it to my mother, and then we were all sold. Only I didn't know how it happened. I didn't consent. But I was so small that his palm fit over my head. So who's listening to me? One day I was wearing a white dress for my confirmation, and the next day our church became a kingdom center. We had to give up birthdays, and Christmas, and grandparents. I learned to cry instead of praying. Prayer was gone too. I snuck out of my father's covenant. I betrayed his rainbow. I gave it up for the other coast to live with this man I barely knew. This man who wrote about fire and creation and showed me pornography. He didn't have to sell me. I converted without protest. And now I am not only counting states, but days as well. It's 62 days until my birthday. He promised me a party. The first birthday in years. I was a sinner when I was 6. And then I was a witness. I kept my eyes open and my mouth shut. This man pries my mouth open every night. And even though I feel as if I'm nailed to his bed, a bed that I'm sure I have washed thoroughly with my tears, I'm relieved to be here with him. I'm glad to be anywhere, to be honest. Every day I sit and watch my knuckles heal, because I haven't knocked on the stranger's door in months. Happy birthday, he says, even though it's 62 days away. I told him I wanted a big cake. He puts his hand on my head and sings sonnets just for me.